about 4:50 in the morning on November 19th, 2023. Here's the time, so you guys can see that I'm telling you the truth. The sun is gonna start rising, it looks, soon, maybe? I don't know how to read this watch. Oh my god. Okay, listen. Whatever. We'll find out what time the sun rises later. But on a different note, I wanted this to be like sort of an introduction into who I am, what I like want to accomplish in my life, and I didn't want it to just be sitting here talking to a camera. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my nails at the same time. So I can keep my mind busy and occupied and feel like I'm on the path to something, you know? I don't know why I did that on camera like that. I shouldn't have done that. I just turned 25 on the 14th, so this is a new year for me. I wanted to start off by saying that I'm taking a break from streaming, I think, until next year. I'm hoping January, but there's no telling. It could progressively get longer. I took a pretty big hit with my health the day before my birthday, actually. I was asleep and I had a grand mal seizure, and I did not know that this was happening to me. Believe it or not, I have seizures all the time. I have cavernous malformations in my brain. There's 3 of them. So there's one here. I don't know the names of the parts of my brain, but listen, it's right here, one right here, and then there's some back here and some white matter. If you're not familiar with them, they grow over time. They're blood vessels that aren't supposed to be in your head that grow. And it's very common in women from northern New Mexico, which is where I'm from Albuquerque. And it can be hereditary. I don't know if my mom had it. I don't know if my grandma had it. My grandma's still around. My mother is not. But there's no telling. I have no idea where it came from. All I know is that they do cause me to have seizures in my muscles. This part of like your muscle, if you try to control it, you can't move it. You can't move this specific muscle, right? But muscles that I can't control move at certain random increments. So that's like really where my seizures used to go. It wasn't supposed to be happening as often as it was happening to me. Right now, at this moment in my life, even now, I still have the seizures in my muscles daily, like almost every hour, like if I'm being really serious. There's not really much I can do about it because I moved away from New Mexico, so which meant I no longer had access to the health coverage. I tried to apply out here, it won't let me for some reason. I'm not an orphan of this state, so I can't have health insurance here. But I haven't really needed to go to the doctor. Like, I got prescribed my medicine that I had been prescribed in New Mexico, but I had to pay the doctor like $80 to go and get them to prescribe that for me, you know? So it wasn't really pertinent for me to have it. I mean, I do have these medical issues all the time, but only recently is when it started to increase. So when I had the grand mal seizure, I bit the crap out of my tongue. By the way, Oragel, that's what you want. That's what you fucking want. If you have seizures and you bite your tongue and you cannot bear the pain that I had to go through, I'm not even kidding you. I was so serious about this tongue pain being the worst pain I've ever felt in my life that I would rather lose every single nail bed on each of my limbs than feel the tongue pain. And I've lost my nail beds, so I am aware of the kind of pain that is. But listen, Oragel healed it right up. It also keeps it clean, so you want that. But yeah, I bit the crap out of my tongue, but when I came out of it, I was just being told that I had had a seizure. And I was asleep at the time that it happened, so I didn't know what was going on. All I just remember is being woken up.
I took a nappy.
Knowing that that happened, it was a little bit of a relief to know that I wasn't like conscious and aware that it was happening when it was happening. But afterwards, it sucked. I couldn't remember anything. I couldn't remember what I had done literally that day. Like, the day was fine. I was having a great day. I went out to the mall. I was relaxing. And then I went to sleep. And then I was being woken up saying I had a seizure, which was wild to me. After that, when I couldn't remember anything, I felt really nauseous and I had to throw up. And everything that I had eaten that day had come out, and it was not good. And I thought it was fine. I thought it was okay, but I was really tired afterwards. I stayed up for a while in between, but I went back to sleep, and this was around 18 hours later. I had another one. But I had told the person that was with me the first time that if I had it again to get a video of it. And they did this time. And again, it was the same experience. I just felt like I had just woken up. My muscles were so sore because I guess I had been moving and clenching my body really tight, and it was not a good experience. But after that, we went to the ER, and the ER just was like, yeah, you have the cavernous malformations in your brain, but we've got medicine for you. So they prescribed me something new, which I actually have to take right now because it is 5 a.m. I have to take it twice a day. And this makes me so tired. And so I don't really like taking it, but it's been like a week and I have to get used to it. Don't worry though, I got a mouth guard. That should be fine. But they look like these little yellow tablets. I don't even know if I can show you on YouTube, but they're big pills, and having to take them with a hurt tongue, I'm telling you, again, all my nails, take them. But I eventually got better. I just had to be reminded of what was happening. They kept me in there for a while, just to watch me. I need to get access to my medical stuff. Yeah, so if I can get access to my medical information, I can see the CT scan that they did to see and compare the size, because I have my original CT. I need to compare them to see if they have grown. And another thing that concerned me was I've been having terrible back pain, and I've always had it, but I've just assumed that it was because I just can't go to a chiropractor. Well, it occurred to me the other day that people actually get these in their spine too. And I haven't been checked in my spine. So I was thinking that I should probably go get that done, just to be better safe than sorry. So that's just kind of where I am feeling medical. And I'm tired. I'm super exhausted. My job is draining me. And this is why I want to not stream for a while, because having to come back home and stream, you can tell that my energy is down. And I don't want to be the kind of person that comes on and makes your day not feel better. I mean, that's why people really want to like watch the channel, right? Is because they have their own problems. You have your own individual things that you have to go through. And I don't want to add to that. I want to be like a source of enjoyment, you know, a source of maybe advice giving. I don't know. But I know that recently I haven't been doing very well. I haven't been putting in the effort that I was at the beginning of the year. I went back and I looked at all my posts, and I don't know, it was like going through those seizures was just kind of a wake-up call for me, and it made me want to start thinking about things differently and putting my best foot forward again. This has been hard for me to cope with, coming to terms, because when you're going through the depression that you go through, you don't really recognize it when it's there. I've come a long way. I will give myself that, because I used to be a homeless child who didn't really have a lot of people there. I didn't really have the greatest support systems. Not really able to take the time to make sense of what was happening to me. And it wasn't until I grew up through my 20s to now, this 5 years into my 20s, that I realized that I need to rearrange it. I needed to start over. If that's just the best way I can put it. And I'm sure that a lot of people can relate to this part. And this is my truth. And this is something that I get scared to speak about and to tell people. And this is a really big step in the direction of being able to be open again. Because I am not like I used to be. I want to change that. And I feel as though I've closed a lot of things off, a lot of people off. And I feel like it's really difficult for me to talk to people. This is a way where I can feel open enough to share what I want to share with people that I haven't been strong enough to. And this past year, I have done a lot of self-reflection, a lot of spiraling downward, but at the beginning of this year, I had pretty good intentions for myself. And I want to commemorate that. I want to give myself the congratulations that it deserves. Because I have come a long way. I went from not being an affiliate on Twitch to being an affiliate, to having people that care for me. I feel bad for not opening up to them and in the way that they deserve. You know what I mean? And so when I lay there at night and I think about what needs to be done, I think about how far I've come, but what else I can do better. And if I, God forbid, don't make it as far as I want to make it, then I want to have the proof that I was around, that I was here and that I wasn't alone in any of it, I want to leave words for people like me. And you're not alone. There are people that will help you. And most importantly, it's possible to love yourself. That is something that I want people to look up and know that there is light at the end of dark tunnels. And one thing about dark tunnels is that there's only one way in and there's only one way out, man. And if you can see the light, then you know it's coming, dude. And that's something I'm grateful for. That is something I'm very grateful for being able to see. That inspires me. And if you have something like that, that is what gets you further and further and further. It's hard to sit and have individual conversations with each and every one of you, but I can share what I've got in one go to everybody all at once and really mean that shit. And I'm grateful for every second that each and every one of you have given me. And as I sit here at the very start is what it feels like again. I just hope that I can look up and look back and be proud for sitting here at this moment at 5 a.m. in the morning, having the courage to tell you this. And it's hard. It's hard to do that. But I've been punched, I've been grounded, pounded, Krav Maga literature. But man, I'm alive. Little joys are out there. Good joys. They're done. And then I got this 5 for 5 at Ulta, Okay, well, I've done that. Now I can start with my nail polish, which was only $1.99 at, I believe, Q. And then that's at the mall. Go to the mall.
Let's go to the mall, everybody!
messed it up, but it's a pretty red, right? My mom's favorite color was red. I know that. Everybody tells me that. I also look like my mom, so that's a plus. I may have never met her, but I've met her. I'm like fucking up my nails like really bad. But it's okay. I'll fix them later. You know, I have to be there for that. Here are my nails. I'm now a professional. Hey Siri, what time does the sun rise today?
Sunrise will be at 6:56 a.m. today.
6:56? Oh my god. It's 5:51. I will take a video outside, okay? I will do that. To let you guys know that I made it to the sunrise, okay? So thanks for sitting here and chatting with me. I love you all. I hope that you have courage today. While I go deal with responsibilities to get myself out of depression. I'll see you guys in a moment. Thank you to every single one of you who are joining me in my very first vlog here on my channel. It's been a roller coaster of a month, starting with the health scare, but we powered through and embraced our holiday spirit. And if you haven't seen it yet, check out my Instagram. It's going to be linked in my bio for the behind the scenes of my Thanksgiving mac and cheese. Speaking of Thanksgiving, it was a heartwarming celebration with family. We were surrounded by delicious food. We indulged in an incredible charcuterie board. That was a first for me. And the sunset view was the cherry on top. Admittedly, my arm had its struggles holding up the camera for the whole sunset, so I had to capture the moments in snippets. Either way, I hope you do enjoy. Your support has been amazing, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to catch the next chapter in our journey. And I want to say thank you again for being part of my month, listening to my story, and I'm looking forward to having more adventures and sharing laughs with you. I will see you in the next vlog. Have a great day, okay?